Rat Race Media, your adventurous agency, presents.
Welcome to the Hobie Cats Tiger and Dragoon World Championships. The event was held in South Africa at the Langebaan Lagoon from the 3rd to the 8th of March. The opening ceremony was held at the Langebaan Yacht Club. Here the crowd was treated to a fantastic display of aerial aerobatics by the South African Air Force. It was a beautiful day and the spirits were high. At the start of the ceremony, the flags of all the competing countries were displayed, and the flags waved gaily in the fresh breeze. Hopefully the wind would stay favourable for the duration and provide the opportunity for some exciting sailing. After the flags were displayed, it was time for the ceremonial mixing of the waters. All the teams brought a bottle of water from their home country, which they pour into an urn. The water from the urn is then poured into the lagoon to bless the waters during the event.
The format of the Hobie Worlds is it's actually quite different for the Dragoons and the Tigers. The Tigers, they bring their own boats, so it's and they just sail a whole series of races, and we add up all the points for all the races. We throw it. It's like a bit like diving, where you throw out they throw out the best and worst scores. Here we just throw out the worst scores. So sometimes you might have a breakage on your boat, so it allows for circumstances like that, or if you just happen to get a bit unlucky with the wind shift. So we've got up to 20 races. It looks like we'll get 16 races in for the championship, throw out the worst one, and then add up all the points.
This is a purely manufacturer supplied, well not supplied, but manufacturer equipment. So all the boats come from the same builder, they're all identical. And the Tornado is quite different, where we have the opportunity to develop our own sails, and it's more like production car racing and Formula One racing. There's an element of equipment, technology and development in Tornado which we don't use in the Tiger.
In sailing, the points score is a bit different. You actually get lowest score wins. So you get a first place, you get 1 point. Second place, you get 2 points. Third place, you get third, all the way down through. So we add up all the points. The person with the lowest score wins.
There was heaps of excitement as the Rubik Seller Tiger class prepared for their first race. The wind conditions were ideal and all teams were rearing to go. A few last preparations needed to be made. Everything was checked and double-checked, and then the boats were taken down to the water, ready to start the action. Jaco and Louis Duplessis are getting ready for the first race of the Hobie World Championship. As the boats round the buoy, they hoist their spinnakers and head downwind. The South African team of Sean Ferry and John van der Vever are in the lead at this stage. Heading towards the buoy, teams trapeze to keep their boats from capsizing. This is where skill and experience comes into play. Here we are on board with Misha Heemskerk and Bastian Tente from the Netherlands. They are doing well with their stylish Hobie, definitely one of the teams to watch. After 4 races, Robbie Lovick and Lachlan Gibson from Australia are in the lead with 10 points. Their countrymen Mark LaRufa and Daniel Sims were in second place, with Sean Ferry and John van der Vever from South Africa in third. The Liquid IQ Dragoons are preparing for their first race of the World Championships. Because of the amount of teams, the Dragoons had to race in 2 groups. The young sailors are ready to show what they are made of.
My name is Matthew Whitehead, Team South Africa. I've been sailing my entire life as a family sport, and this event has been awesome, great win and lots of fun.
My name is Colleen Lobsha. I'm from Wellington. I've been sailing since I was 9 years old, and yeah, this is also my first World Championships. And I haven't been doing so good that I was hoping for, but yeah, we're working on it still.
The Dragoon class, sponsored by Liquid IQ Natural Spring Water, head off to the starting line. We go on board with Baton Coleman and Ricardo Brains as they run into trouble during the first race. Capsized and not deterred, they get their boat back up and continue to race. After 3 races, Matthew Whitehead and Megan Duplessis of South Africa are in the lead, winning all 3. Ewald Erasmus and Ricardo Suttner-Skalker are in second with 5 points, and Geert and Thomas Schoten of the Netherlands are third with 9. The wind's dropped and teams have to wait for it to pick up again.
Yesterday's sailing was quite hectic in the afternoon. I think the wind picked up to around about 25, felt like 25, certainly was very choppy. Today, as you can see, there's very little wind, so I think we're going to be drifting for most of the day.
The Tiger class was sponsored by the award-winning wines from Rubik Cellar. The wind finally picked up in the afternoon and the races could continue. The teams gathered and waited for the start. The Langebaan Lagoon was a perfect and beautiful setting for the Hobie Cat World Championships, and the teams were showing their mettle, doing their utmost to emerge victorious.
Boat setup's going to be quite different to yesterday, particularly with the strong winds from yesterday. So there's quite a bit of work we've got to do in terms of tuning the boat and changing setup on the boat. And also, I suppose, as most guys are, we're also checking out the damages from yesterday, the guys from the strong winds. So yeah, it was an exciting, very different sort of sail.
Chris Green and Jesse Tilmer of the USA get their boat back upright after capsizing. The Italian team of Thomas and Dadi Penesi also capsized. The conditions were difficult and utmost concentration was needed. Luckily, the worst score of the event is not counted, so capsizing once won't necessarily ruin your chances. Here you can see how Jamie Hughes and David Tite trapeze to keep the boat upright. After 7 races, Robbie Lovick and Lachlan Gibson of Australia are still in first place with 25 points, followed by their countrymen Mark LaRufa and Daniel Sims with 27 points, with Sean Ferry and John van der Veever from South Africa in third.
Fantastic downwinds, lots of action and thrills and spills. Actually, we even capsized in the last race, so there was plenty on. It was great for Hobie Cat Tiger racing, and we had a great time out there.
Pretty much my first regatta in a Tiger, not doing too badly in international fleets, lying 7th overall. Some pretty good wind on the first few days, very exciting, very fast sailing.
I'm Andrew Furey. I'm from Joburg. I've also been sailing all my life. This is my second World Championships. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Amy Selig. I'm from Cape Town, and this is my first World Championship. And yeah.
Hi, I'm Sky McCain. I'm from Bishop, and this is my first champions. I've been sailing for 2 years, and it's going okay. Not the best though.
As the Dragoons, sponsored by Liquid IQ Natural Spring Water, start racing, we go on board with the youngest racer of the event, Dominique Freiberg, who is racing with her father. We go on board with the all-girl team of Kayleen Lobshin and Sky McLean as they get ready to trapeze. After 6 races, Matthew Whitehead and Megan Duplessis are still in the lead with 7 points, followed by Geert Schoten and Thomas Schoten of the Netherlands with 15 points, and Petrus Smith and Evie Loubser of South Africa are third with 17.
The wind was great. It's coming nicely through the valley, 20-22 knots, round about there. I think it's coming around the island, funneling around the island quite well, and I think it was just a lucky side.
On Wednesday evening, the competitors were treated to a relaxing evening African style. There was a drum circle which was thoroughly enjoyed by everyone.
This production was brought to you by Rat Race Media, your adventurous agency. Rat Race Media, your adventurous agency, presents
Accommodation for the Rat Race Media crew on their working holiday was provided by the aptly named Langebaan Holidays. They have a great variety of places for rent in Langebaan, a perfect way to spend a long weekend. The wind was quiet once again, and the competitors had time to relax and wait for better conditions. No doubt they would rather have been sailing.
We are very satisfied about the last conditions we had, even if they were too strong for us. 20 over knots is too much for us, which are used to medium light conditions. As today, we hope to do better results today, and we are on the middle of the table, and we have to improve. Today will be our day.
The first couple of days have been really exciting. We've had a lot of very good breeze, very exciting sailing, great fleet racing. 65 boats is an awesome fleet to have here in South Africa. Forecast for today is pretty light, but it's going to be building for the next 2 days. So the last 2 days of the competition should be great. The top 5 spots is fairly tight still, so lots can happen in the next few days, which is going to make it for exciting racing. I'm very excited.
Toward midday, the wind picked up again, and the racing continued. From our onboard camera, we can see Hilton Hale and Simon Buertes preparing to trapeze. As they round the buoy, the Van Riebeck-Kelders team of Jaco and Louis Duplessis hoist their spinnaker to gain extra speed downwind.
Fantastic event so far, lots of wind, lots of action. It suited us perfectly. We're in 4th at the moment, but it looks like it's going to be a lighter day today, so who knows, it's going to mix up the game again.
Mark Larufa and Daniel Sims look impressive as they trapeze. Mark has competed in more than 20 World Championships and has yet to take a title. This year he looks determined to win and has a very good chance, as he's consistently been in the top 3 and is definitely a contender for first place. After 11 races with only 1 left, Mark Larufa and Daniel Sims have moved into first place with 40 points. with Mitch Booth and Tiffany Baring-Gould second with 41, and Robbie Lovig and Lachlan Gibson third on 48. With only 3 races left in the Liquid IQ Dragoons, we chatted with some of the youngsters.
Hi, my name is Carl Rickens. I've been sailing for about 2 years and I come from Cape Town, and this is my second World Championships and it's been awesome.
Hey, I'm Liam Weber. This is my first championships. I've only sailed for a week, so it's quite tough. And I come from Seychelles, but I sail for South Africa now.
Hello, my name is Luis. I'm from Spain, in Vigo. This is my first Champions World and my first race. South Africa is a very good, beautiful country.
I am Anton. I'm from Spain, from Vigo, and I think that South Africa is a very good place and nice to sail.
¡Viva España!
For the beginning of the week, like Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, it's been perfect wind. Double trapezing, going fast. And then I think for today it's gonna be a bit of a lull, and then the wind's gonna die. I mean, now there's no wind, and I think it might come up later in the afternoon.
There was absolutely no wind, so the Dragoons could not start racing. Once again, it was a waiting game. There was nothing to do except checking the standings on the board and hoping for wind. The wind finally picked up and the Dragoons were on their way again.
I've been sailing for about a year and a half. This is my first World Championships and we're doing really well.
Hi, I'm Mosi. I've been sailing for a year now. This is my first World Championships and I'm really enjoying it.
Thirteen, 14-year-olds sailing, as I say, beating the adults in the Dragoon Championships. And I think some of the senior sailors in the Tigers won't be long before they're getting a hurry up from the young kids. Actually, in third place at the moment in the Tiger World Championships is a guy called Robbie Lovig, and he came through junior programs and through Hobie 16s. He's a former Hobie 16 youth champion. He's third in the ISAF Youth World, so he's come through that, and now he's giving the big guys a hurry up. He's right behind, in second place is Mitch Booth, who's got a silver and a bronze medal from the Olympic Games, so he's right on his tail.
The competition was almost over, but the outcome was not yet decided by a long shot. Everyone was still giving their utmost. It was crucial to have your wits about you and not let your concentration slip. A false move now could undo all the hard work of the week. Stuart Walker and Brent Hayward from South Africa won their last race for their group, and overall they were lying 9th. In a tough competition like this, it is a very good result. Matthew Whitehead and Megan Duplessis won the last race in their group, and they are elated because they know they have won overall.
I can't believe the wind is perfect for us. I mean, we're strong wind sailors. I mean, we're not so great in the light wind. Every day has been strong wind, so that's awesome. It's awesome.
Well, it's my first time, and I think I can never feel better.
Here is confirmation of the final results for the Liquid IQ Hobie Cat Dragoons.
We're into the last day. It's looking pretty tight. The top four guys are all fairly tight, so they're all going to have to work hard. Nobody's got it in the bag.
The excitement is running high as we await the final results for the Hobie Cat Tigers. The Rubik Seller Tigers moved down to the water to prepare for the last race. Going into the race, there is only a points difference between Mitch Booth and Tiffany Baring-Gould to the team of Mark LaRufa and Daniel Sims. Johan Knospelius and Roger Bowden from Sweden trapeze. They are lying 23rd overall. Joshua Selig works hard to hoist the spinnaker. He is sailing with Colin Whitehead and are lying 15th overall. Sean Ferry and John van der Pfeiffer from South Africa are lying in 4th overall. Just in front of them are Mark LaRufa and Daniel Sims. Lying in 2nd are Misha Heemskerk and Bastien Tente. The Tiger class was sponsored by the award-winning wines from Rubik Seller. Mitch Booth and Tiffany Baring-Gould are lying in 1st place for most of the race. There is only a 1-point difference between them and Mark LaRufa and Daniel Sims. And LaRufa and Sims were lying in 3rd, so it looked like the team from the Netherlands would take the overall win. However, after making a mistake, Booth and Baring-Gould finished 9th. The crowd looks on as Duncan Ross and Rick Nankin of South Africa come in 1st in the last race of the Rubik Seller Hobie Tigers. But the overall win will finally go to Mark LaRufa and Daniel Sims.
Pretty nerve-wracking sitting out there waiting to see if we're going to start or not. And it was looking pretty shaky and I didn't want to start in the stuff we had, and it was just lucky that we got an average start and we just hanged in there and then the breeze come up enough that we could get them. But I thought the wind had gone around a bit, so I jibed them earlier than everyone, and then I got them downhill and then I just made sure I covered everyone the rest of the way. So it was good fun. Dan did a great job.
At some stage,
this is his first Worlds you've done? Fourth World, so.
The overall results for the Rubik Seller Hobie Tigers are as follows. Here are the results for the South African teams.
Yeah, no, I was happy to see Mitch behind me and I just had to sit on him then, so it was pretty good. So he's the devil now. Thanks, Mitch.
Well done. Finally, we turned it down.
Well done.
As the event drew to a close and the sun set over the Langebaan lagoon, everyone awaited for the prize-giving ceremony.
And what I have seen here in South Africa is a fantastic example how you can make a Dragoon program successful and how you can make more youngsters sailing the Hobie Cats and enjoying the Hobie Cat of life. We hope it will work out throughout the world. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for the 2008 Hobie Tiger and Dragoon World Championships. We look forward to seeing you next year.
This production was brought to you by Rat Race Media, your adventurous agency.